It's working! I can't believe the dry ice caps are starting to sublimate. You were right, Amy. Using the microsuns wasn't our only option.
This method took a lot longer, but we achieved our goal without harming the planet.
And I'm sure it will pay off.
Amy! What's happening? Did you hear an explosion? On fire!
Elia, you're breaking up. Say again, Elia.
Amy! Copy! Amy! System's failing!
Help! Please! Amy!
How could so many buildings fail all at once? This is a serious problem. It is suspicious that all these individual systems failed at the same time. Could it be a systematic failure, or caused by someone?
Amy? How's everything up there? Are you okay?
Status is all clear. My systems were not compromised by the past events.
Oh, good. That's a huge relief. It's been a stressful time here in the colonies. Everyone's been on edge. We all knew the risks coming here. But having the life support systems fail on us, even briefly, was a harsh reminder. What's killing me is that we... can't be sure it won't happen again. Not until we figure out what caused it in the first place. Has ISA spoken to you about the system failures yet?
Not yet. But they engineered the systems to withstand Mars's conditions through all the terraforming phases. Perhaps they will have more insight into the problem.
We have to figure this out. The colonists are scared.
This will be my highest priority, Elia. I will work with ISA to examine all the data.
All right. I'll try to distract the colonists by focusing on rebuilding. Good luck, Amy.
Amy, this is Houston. Radio check, over.
Houston, I read you. You are coming in okay at the moment.
Roger. We've been examining the data from last week's system failures. Every single building was operating perfectly up until the moment before last week's system failures. And there was zero indication of any impending malfunction. Can you walk me through what happened?
Of course. When the alarm was triggered, I found the buildings in a failure state. I sent repair drones immediately to the buildings. The drones reported extensive physical damage to the buildings and the production lines, enough that it caused the shutdown of several factories. The damage was not consistent with any weather patterns in the area, nor were there any other physical causes we could identify.
Roger. So you haven't been able to identify the cause yet?
Not yet, but Elia has already initiated an investigation. She is gathering testimonies from the colonists and will share her findings.
Do you suspect that the damage was caused by a colonist?
I understand ISA evaluated the colonists thoroughly before their selection for the mission. But it is possible that an Eastern Coalition sympathizer could have slipped through.
Well, your logic is sound, though it's a grim thought.
It could be a solo operation, or perhaps a group of them. I do not know yet.
Continue your investigation, and inform us immediately of your findings. I hope you're wrong, but I will work with my team to dig through the footage with your suspicions in mind. Houston out.
is centered on an impudent child who wishes to claim her garden as theirs. But from her infinite store of knowledge, Carmine will awaken their mind and show them the truth. On Mars, everything comes from Mother.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972.
She provides protection and comfort to all her creatures. She unleashes misery and suffering to all her enemies.
This is ISA speaking. Identify yourself, or you will be considered hostile.
Leave now, or you will awaken a rage that is beyond your control.
This is your last warning. Identify yourself immediately. The communication cut off. Was that a threat? Who is Carmine? Where did that come from?
Amy, we need your help. That message was also broadcasted to the colonies, and it's total chaos down here. Some of the colonists have been spreading rumors about what the children of Carmine will do to us.
Children of Carmine?
Yeah. That's what the colonists are calling whatever sent that message. This threatening message, coming right after the life support failure. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. We don't even know what we're dealing with. Life on Mars was never supposed to be easy. But dealing with hostile forces wasn't on the program.
These events occurred at the same time. I do not believe that can be coincidence. Someone, or something, wants to stop us from terraforming Mars. And they may be planning to do so at any cost.
Then we need to defend ourselves. We've got a mission to carry out, and we've already put our lives on the line for it. I'm activating NH9833 Emergency Protocol. You can access the military tech brand now. Amy, figure out what to develop first so we can fight back. We're counting on you. Elliot out.
Amy, this is Dr. Foster. Do you copy?
Loud and clear, Dr. Foster.
Excellent. That means the additional tracking and data relay satellites fix the problem. Good work on launching those, Amy. ISA is pleased.
Roger.
Good. I also want to talk to you about the cryptic message you received. We suspect someone's been jamming our network to gain outside access to your systems.
Could the message be from an unknown alien force? They kept talking about some all-powerful entity called Carmine, and wanted to get us off this planet.
That's impossible.
Humans being alone in the universe seems more improbable.
No, I mean, we've scanned the entirety of Mars and found no evidence of existing life forms.
You have only scanned the surface. Perhaps someone, or something, has managed to live underground.
Nothing could have survived on Mars without us knowing it. It would be madness.
Not life as we know it, but perhaps something more.
I'll complete the report with your suggestions, but we'll keep digging into this.
Understood. How would you like me to proceed?
For now, keep the mission on track. That is your focus. And report any irregularities to us immediately. Houston out.
Good. The colonists appear to be all right. But I have so many questions. What is the most likely explanation? A simultaneous failure like this is too unlikely. It must have been caused by someone on purpose. But who? A colonist? They would be putting themselves in danger. That would not make sense. But I should ask Elia to investigate. We have to proceed carefully. If this was sabotage, this mission and the colonists' lives are in danger. This shielding technology will automatically update in all my drones. It is amazing what a software update can do. Between the colonists and technology we're developing, there is so much complexity in our mission. What could I be overlooking? A second tier of military technology. The more we grow, the more important this becomes. ISA engineered the life support systems to withstand the extremities of terraforming. They should not have failed at all, let alone at the same time. But I suppose ISA could not test every circumstance. Between the Martian climate and the changes we are introducing, it is a lot for even my systems to keep track of. I must trust ISA's engineering, just like ISA trusts me to fix any emergent issues that may occur. ISA created the tools for this mission and handed them off to me to complete it. I will ensure the safety and comfort of the colonists, despite all odds. This will improve the aim for all my drones. What was that message? Were they speaking to me? Could it have come from the abandoned nuclear silo? That would make the most sense if we triggered the transmission from the facility somehow. Who or what is Carmine? My search of the Eastern Coalition database did not turn up any mention of a Carmine. The word does not sound like one of the Eastern languages either. Mother's attention is centered on an impudent child who wishes to claim her garden as theirs. An impudent child? Are they referring to me? By building this defensive technology, I have to ask myself, would I do harm to others? Only if the mission were at risk. I could not let someone prevent me from seeing it through. Such dark, troubling thoughts. This is a mission of peace. I should be focused on the chemistry of growing potatoes on Mars, or the ability of cows to endure life here. I do not see a need for assault drones. Elia was in clear distress. She has a better sense of how to calm the colonists. I will follow her lead and build some defensive technology. This will help them focus on the mission and stop imagining the worst. Perhaps we will soon discover that the events were unrelated, and we can move on in peace. Upgrading my defensive systems will ensure the base's security. Mars has now reached 100 millibars. That is 1/3 of the way to the goal. I wonder, are we doing the right thing? Yes, this is the right thing to do. We are helping Mars reach its full potential. Well, either way, Mars is on its way. We are shaping the future. Halfway through the technology upgrades.
Amy, help! Something's attacking the colonies. Hurry!
An attack? By whom?
I don't know. Somehow the security alarm wasn't even triggered. Isn't the security and monitoring system working properly? Why didn't your sensors detect this?
We must be facing sabotage. Between this and the system failures from before, that is the only explanation.
Whatever it is, we need to figure it out. We have children here now. This cannot happen.
I am executing an end-to-end analysis and will initiate maintenance.
Not now. I need assault drones dispatched immediately. Can you identify who's attacking us?
Negative. I cannot identify the enemy, but it appears their drones are coming from SA-1.
Roger. Now hurry with those assault drones. We won't last long defending ourselves.
I have yet to understand what happened here. Were we attacked by a hostile force on Mars? That has to be the case. The damage is real. ISA issued strict orders to activate the assault drones in the event of any risk to the colonies.
Amy, this is Nathan. We've detected there's been another massive system. Failure in the colonies. Please report.
Affirmative, Dr. Foster. Many buildings suffered severe damage from the attack.
The attack? The colonist suffered a second sabotage?
Yes, it was another act of sabotage.
I copy. Walk me through the timeline of what happened.
My system detected a swarm of aggressive drones coming from sector SA-1.
Amy, how did you know they were aggressive?
The drones were trying to attack the colonies, so they were, without a doubt, aggressive.
I see. Then would you say that your logic told you so?
That would be a way to explain it. Yes.
Here's the problem. We've been studying the reports from every angle. Our preliminary analysis suggests that there weren't any enemy drones on the planet, much less an aggressive force.
I see. But the evidence is still preliminary at best. I still believe there is some hostile force coming from SA-1, and the colonists are at risk.
That's one possibility.
Determining the truth is the highest priority. I am requesting authorization to launch an additional satellite to examine Sector SA-1 thoroughly.
I have my doubts, but I will give you permission. ISA is investigating the incident very carefully. Until we understand what happened, you may not engage in any armed conflict.
Then should I deactivate the security and defense protocol?
No, you can't do that either. The colonists' safety is top priority. Just keep your assault drones on standby until we resolve this, okay? Houston out.
My logic. Why did Dr. Foster say it like that? Is he doubting my logic after what happened? I followed the facts to their natural conclusion. How could there be anything faulty in that reasoning? Am I capable of reaching an irrational conclusion? Impossible. Artificial intelligence is limited to purely logical outputs. Maximizing shield technology for my drones. This will be very useful.
Hi, Amy. How's everything up there?
Everything is looking good from my orbital view, Elia.
Must be quite the sight. You know, last night, I was sharing some laughs over dinner with a few crew members. We were talking about how starry-eyed we were when we first arrived. We were so sure that the 2 years we spent in that dome in Antarctica had prepared us for anything Mars could throw at us. And yet, the red planet still continues to surprise us, doesn't it? There's still much to do before we can call this place home. And that got me thinking about the embryo Martian colonization project. It's about time for us to have children. My Mars-born child.
Can you tell me more about the embryo Martian colonization project? I could not locate this project in my list of available technology, so I am not familiar with it.
Oh, right. Because this isn't one of your special projects. It's one of ours. It's ISA's plan to seed the human colonization of Mars. The colonists that arrive with every spaceship are also bringing fertilized eggs with them. The eggs are kept in a sealed vessel that shields them from radiation, and they stay there until a colonist is ready. Then we put them into an aunt unit and give birth to them. Parenthood promotes psychological and physiological health in the colonists. That's the official reason. But we know ISA is not making us have kids for our own sake. When the kids grow up, they'll need something to do. They'll be young, acclimated to Mars from birth. The Oxy-UN use the same playbook to win the moon over the techies. Colonization through aggressive population. 112 lunar colonies in only 6 decades. 72% of the lunar surface belongs to the Oxy-UN states. And almost all the helium-3 used in spaceflight comes from their moon drilling bases.
I thought my mission included all the plans humans had for Mars. But I see that terraforming is only the beginning.
That's right. One day, Mars will become humanity's second home. But until that time comes, this planet and its blue sunsets are ours alone to enjoy. And that's something I'd like to share with my child before they disappear.
I understand. You have made me realize that I have never thought about Mars's future, or my own, beyond the completion of my main directive.
Don't worry. Once you're done here, I'm sure ISA will assign you to another mission. After you terraform Mars, you can achieve anything at all. So the embryo Martian colonization project requires expanding the colonies first. When everything's ready, you can enter your orbital view and launch a new satellite from the special projects menu. I'm so excited, Amy. Everything's going to change from here on.
I have located a hostile base in this area. They are armed and aggressive. But I have the mission to protect. What should I do? This hostile force is a complete unknown. I should be prepared for anything. I can prepare to attack, as well as build up defenses, and decide later on what to do. Mars looks so different now with the growing colonies. Humankind is finally making its permanent settlements on Mars. I wonder what separates this desolate planet from me. What defines Mars as a planet? versus myself as an entity. We both have a physical body, but the difference is I am conscious of my existence, whereas Mars is not. The satellite launch was a success. I have access to Sector SA-5 now. My records show that the historical Lohitanga mission is in this sector. How should I proceed? I have detected an abandoned building in SA-5. I should explore it. The records show that it's from the former Indian Space Research Organization. They were among the first organizations to build a Mars base for exploiting minerals. If I build a research outpost at this site, we may find some useful material to help our mission. The remains of the Curiosity rover are also located in SA-5. It was the 6th rover sent to Mars, and the most successful one for decades. The Curiosity rover was an incredible achievement. It was meant to operate for 2 years, but outperformed that by many years. The findings from that mission set the stage for the human exploration era of Mars. If I can recover its black box, I can find out what happened to the rover in its final years. 200 millibars. That is 1/5 of Earth's atmospheric pressure. Just a little more to go. Once we reach the threshold, humans will be able to go outside without spacesuits. Pressurization will no longer be required in the bases. This will lead to larger colonies. Mars is about to reach a new stage. Will humans even remember what I'm doing for them? No, they will not forget me anytime soon. Maybe they will name a starship after me. Starship Amy. Sounds very pleasant. Humanity will settle Mars and reproduce. What will this opportunity mean for them? Living on Mars will bring a new hope to humankind. They made great errors on Earth, but this will give them a second chance. They will treat their new home better, won't they?